What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about why I'm buying LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, and why you should too. This is my preview series where I look at a game coming out very, very soon and talk about what I'm going to do with it. Am I going to buy it? Am I going to wait for it? And so on and so on. I'm just kind of talk about how I feel about said game. This is one of those easy ones, right? We've talked about this before. Horizon, Sifu, Elden Ring. There's some games that come out, and you're like, yes, I'm just at least me, right? I know. I think I'm a little bit more open to just all different kinds of games. I think some people are a little bit more specific, but there are several games that have already come out this year where it's like, it's not even a question in my mind. I'm getting this game. There have been a couple games that have been in question. Should I get it? Should I not? Ghostwire Tokyo, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, stuff like that. This game is another example of a game that's just so easy to say, yes, please. Yes, I'm going to be getting it. Really, to me, the question is just how good will it be? How much will it be able to live up to expectations? And with that, I would counter my own statement with another statement and say, well, what am I even really expecting from, LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga? I guess I'm just expecting it to be solid, to be fun, to be kind of what it's supposed to be, right? The combination of every LEGO Star Wars game that we've had and just made better, made bigger, and all put together, right? That's kind of, there's really no other way of putting it than that. We had, when I'm recording this video, a few days ago, we had the confirmation of the character packs in terms of DLC to add people like Ahsoka, to add people like Mando or Din Djarin and Grogu, like all that. The game just seems, and now you have to pay for that, right? So that's kind of extra. The game does seem gigantic, and I've always said, this game is kind of weird for me because, I am a LEGO fan. I have played many, many LEGO games throughout my entire life. I played them when I was young. I'd go over to friends' houses. I would play them with friends. I have so many memories of all these different kinds of LEGO games. But, if we're being real, I don't look to LEGO Star Wars the same way I look to Elden Ring or Horizon or, God of War or Hogwarts Legacy. It's not, can we be real, right? It's not the same thing. But I am genuinely excited for it. I truly mean that. Every trailer we've gotten for this game, because it would come out, they would show themselves, they'd say they're delayed, they'd go away again, they'd come back, they'd show themselves, they'd show they're delayed, and then it's literally just a repeat of life, right? Over and over again for 2 years is what we basically got for this game. But every time they would come out, mainly at Jeff Keighley shows, and they would show a new trailer or new something, I'd be genuinely like, wow, this looks awesome. Everything I've seen about this game genuinely looks incredible, where it's like, this just looks good. I cannot wait to play this. I have an 8-year-old daughter. I'm going to be playing it with. She loves LEGO games, and so we'll be playing this together. I can't wait. It's actually kind of hard to put into words because, again, I'm not expecting spoiler alert, I know the stories. I know how these games run. I guess I know how Star Wars, the stories of Star Wars go. Obviously, the games make slight changes here and there, but I just think this game is going to be something special, and it should. Honestly, as I said, earlier on in this video, it really should. I do think people have some pretty high expectations for it. We've been waiting for this game for an extraordinarily long time. One of my main criticisms with this game is, again, while I am genuinely excited, it's okay, but let's be real now. It's a LEGO game, and so the way that this has all come about in terms of it being delayed 2 years. It was supposed to come out spring of 2020. So it's how this has been handled in the last 2 years has been nothing short of a disaster, in my opinion. I'm not afraid to criticize or say exactly what I believe. I think it's been absolutely awful how this entire thing has played out over the last 2 years. We really shouldn't have had these discussions of, will LEGO Star Wars appear at this event or that event? It's a LEGO game, okay? I don't think we need to be asked, and I was asking that question. So I guess granted, or a credit to them, it's a game that I'm looking forward to so much that I never would have expected us to be so confused and upset that this LEGO game is not being for a LEGO game, okay? So I just want to kind of make that clear that it's been a whirlwind couple years. I've been covering this thing since the first announcement, since the first, it's going to come out spring 2020. I remember covering it back then. I've covered this game for pretty on and off, of course, but I've been covering this game for 2+ years on this channel. So it's been an incredible ride. I cannot wait and again, this is one of those examples, right? A game that I have followed for a long time, a game that I've covered a pretty good amount of time, or I guess a pretty good amount of times, and we finally get to play it. And, obviously a lot of games maybe fall under that category, but each time it does kind of feel almost surreal, where it's like, thank God, you know, we're finally here. We can finally play the game. And now I just hope that it's good. You know what I mean? A lot of these times, maybe it can backfire on people. But again, how much am I really expecting? Like, I just, like, give me a Lego game, make it really fun, make it, honestly, I mean, it should be more geared towards one of the best Lego games ever created. But again, in these Lego games, I don't want to say, like, quantity equals quality, because that's not necessarily true. But I do think the fact that it is the biggest one, it's going to have, like, you know, the biggest amount of content, I would imagine, by miles of any other Lego game they've made. And I do think, based at least off of what we've seen so far, the quality seems to be there throughout. Well, then you would imagine, you know what I mean, biggest game, and then maybe the quality is there throughout it, then maybe the best game. So, you know, I'm not saying this is my game of the year. I'm not saying this is the game of the decade, right? But this is, I think, going to be a really good ride that I'm very excited to play. So let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments below. I will be covering it plenty when it releases on the channel, so you can, you know, expect plenty of videos here in a few weeks, or starting really right now. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. If you want to follow me anywhere else, my Twitter, my second YouTube channel, as well as our Patreon and YouTube memberships, the links for all of those are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.